Hello, it's Victor Dedaj. I hope you're having an amazing day so far. Today, I want to talk about how to be more consistent in your network marketing business. And one of the reasons why people don't succeed in network marketing is that they are not consistent. So, I'm going to share some tips as to how you can become more consistent in your network marketing business. The first thing I recommend doing is have a schedule. Keep a calendar of the things you need to do every single day. When you have it on the calendar, it's going to sink into your mind that you need to do these things every single day. If you don't write a schedule, if you don't have it on the calendar, guess what? It's much less likely to go into your mind and you are much less likely to become consistent. So put it on the schedule, put it on the calendar, and that will help you become more consistent. The next thing I recommend doing is to have a strong why. People that don't have strong whys tend to be less consistent. But if you have a why that's powerful, maybe it's doing it for your kids, or maybe it's to get a nice big house, or to retire your spouse, or maybe it's to get time freedom for you and your family. Those kind of whys will help keep you more consistent in network marketing. Another thing I recommend doing is to have an accountability partner. Now, when you work a regular job, guess what? Your boss will hold you accountable. If you don't do the thing you were supposed to do, you can get into trouble or you can even lose your job. Now, when you become a network marketer, guess what? You are in business for yourself. You don't have a boss. So you really don't have anyone holding you accountable. So that's why it's a great idea to have an accountability partner, someone you need to talk to every day or every other day, because this person will hold you accountable. They won't accept your excuses. They want to know that you did the activities that you are supposed to do. And if you didn't, then they're going to say, oh, I feel bad for you. They will say, do it today. Make sure you have everything done the next time we talk. So it's great to get an accountability partner because they will hold you accountable. Another thing I recommend doing is something called marrying the process and divorcing the outcome. And what that means is to be more focused on doing the activities and the process that you need to do instead of focusing on the results. Now, a lot of network marketers, when they get started, they get frustrated when they don't see results early on, even though they might be doing the right things, the right activities. And as a result, they are not as consistent and sometimes they even give up. But if you focus more on doing the right things, focusing on the activities you need to do day in, day out, and are consistent on it, guess what? You will eventually get the results. So focus on the things you need to do, whether it's talking to 5 people about the business every single day or messaging 15 to 20 people on social media every single day. Focus on making sure you're doing those things every single day. Make sure you get the process and the activity right and focus more on that than on the results. And the last thing I recommend doing is something called the Seinfeld Strategy. Now, this arose from when Jerry Seinfeld finished doing a comedy routine and he was approached by another comic who asked him, how can I get better at doing comedy? And Jerry Seinfeld shared the strategy with him. He said what he did was he had this big wall calendar, and every day he would write a joke. And each day that he wrote a joke, he would put an X on the calendar for that day. And every single day he would write an X when he wrote a new joke. And what happened was each day, that he wrote that joke, more X's got put on, and he would see a lot of X's going across the calendar. And as he saw that chain of X's in his mind, he said, I don't want to break that chain. And that's what happens when you do the Seinfeld strategy. You do the activity, every day that you do the activity, you put an X on the calendar. And each day that you put an X, it's going to create a chain after a while. And in your mind will not want to break that X, that chain of X's that you see on that calendar. So it's a great way to keep you being consistent. It's called the Seinfeld strategy. Get yourself a big wall calendar. Each day you do the activity that you're supposed to do, whether it's talking to 5 people about the business or messaging 20 people. You put an X once you've done that activity. And every day that you see that X, you're going to want to continue that chain. You will not want to break that chain. So those are my tips for today. I hope you got a lot of value from how to become more consistent in network marketing business. And if you did, please subscribe to my channel below. This is Victor Dedaj signing off. Have yourself an amazing day. Take care.